Hey friends, welcome back. My name is Christine and I just wanted to do a little bit different of a video. I wanted to talk to you about the 25 things that I like to make instead of actually buy. And then I wanted to make this video because I want to kind of hold myself accountable because I have some goals as well. And then you can let me know down in the comments what you are doing. I'd so love to hear all about it. So my first thing on my list that I really enjoy actually making, which I have a video on, is yogurt. So the yogurt that I do, I make with whole milk, organic milk, and then I actually do use a little bit of previous yogurt, which has the cultures in it. And then you can add anything you want to it. You can add, like, what did I add the other day? I added some honey and some granola and then some strawberries, and it literally tasted like the Kellogg's cereal. So that's one of my main things that I do like to make. So that was my first thing. And then my second thing is, you saw my other video, my creamer for my coffee. I am a coffee addict. My kids bought me a sign that says, I like a little coffee with my cream and sugar. You know, I'm that kind of creamer in my coffee. So I do have a video on that one as well. So that is my Chef Wave nut milk maker. And it actually makes several different kinds. And I've had a lot of people comment and ask me questions on it. I've tried all different experiments with it. I actually ended up adding some frozen fruit to the mix in the top for one of my subscribers. They asked me to try it. It didn't make a lot of difference, but it was still really fun to try. So that is my other thing that I really like to make myself, and I do it on a very regular basis, just like yogurt. My third thing, I get to walk past those ice cream aisles in the store. It's very hard, and I don't always, but maybe 2-3 times a year I actually buy ice cream. So number 3 on my list is ice cream. I actually take bananas, organic, I like organic bananas, and once they get a little bit too ripe, you know, a lot of people make banana bread, etc. I love to take off the peel and throw them in the freezer. And I actually sometimes even like dice them up. But my friend told me, why don't you just throw the whole thing, just break it in half and throw the whole thing in the freezer. And since then, I've been doing it. And I happen to have gotten this whole giant bag of bananas for $1. And it literally, I think it was probably about 25 bananas. It was a really awesome deal from one of our local places here. So that is something that I make in my blender. You add the bananas, you can add ice if you'd like, but I actually add some of my cashew milk, whatever milk I happen to have on hand. And you can add, you know, the little, let's see, the chocolate chips are maybe not so healthy, but if they're dark. I believe I did a video on this, the frozen banana, maybe that was a smoothie. Yeah, but I make it to the consistency of ice cream. And then I have a little container that I keep in my freezer. So that is my number 3 thing that I enjoy making instead of buying. My number 4 is granola. I do buy some granola, but there is nothing like homemade granola. And I will be putting up a video. You know, it's kind of that time of year. It's the fall time, and everybody likes to get, you know, all snuggled up in their little sweatshirts and things. And I love making granola this time of year. It's just like regular baking, like baking cookies. And then you can add whatever you want, the seeds and the dried fruits and things like that. And let's see, that was my number 4. So here is number 5. Number 5 is vanilla. Regular vanilla that you use in anything that I add to my milks and things like that. So vanilla, it's super easy to make. I probably can do a video mixed with something else because the video would probably be pretty short. You literally take vanilla beans. There are a couple different kinds. So I use Madagascar vanilla beans and the Tahitian vanilla beans. and then you add vodka to it. Or if you don't like vodka or prefer not to use vodka, you can actually use glycerin. And it's simple as that. I mean, what a great thing. I actually have several bottles that I made last year that are pretty much ready to give out as gifts this year. So if you're my family watching, that's what you're getting. Okay, so that was my number 5. Number 6 is powdered sugar. Powdered sugar is literally sugar that's powdered. So you can do this at home yourself. You take sugar and pulverize it until it's powdered. So I know that, you know, it won't be quite the consistency of what you purchase in the store, but it'll be pretty close. So that is something that I like to do as well. All right, so that was number 6. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that was number 6. All right, so number 7, and we're in the sugars, is brown sugar. Brown sugar I do not buy anymore. I make my own with molasses. So you add the molasses to it and to regular sugar, and then you just mix it to whatever consistency you want. There's the light brown sugar and there's the dark brown sugar. I pretty much always make the dark, and that's it. So that is something that you could very easily make yourself, and then keep, you know, a big enough quantity on hand so you don't have to keep making it. So, all right, so that was my number 7. And number 8, almond flour. Almond flour, I did a video not that long ago, and everything turns out great. So you pulverize the almonds. So I actually had a little bit of a hack. I actually used the sliced almonds already, and that worked so well. And the other thing that I did was I sifted it pretty thoroughly, and then whatever was left, then I repulverized it and then sifted it again. So it's a little time consuming, so if you have the time, or if you have kids, right, kids, you can get them to help as well. All right, so that is number 8. And so number 9 is hummus. I did a video on this, and it actually was in our other location. Hummus is one of the easiest things to make, super quick. There's hardly any ingredients to it unless you make it really fancy and add, you know, all kinds of different things, but you'll have to watch my video on that. It's garbanzo beans and the juice from the beans and all the seasonings that you like. You can actually make all different kinds, just like they sell in the store. So, but all I know is that a can of garbanzo beans is way cheaper than buying hummus. And you just have to plan ahead. So plan an hour before you're going to, you know, guest house or need the hummus, and get it made up. It's super simple. So you'll have to check that video out as well. All right, and number 10. So peanut butter. I do buy some peanut butter, but I love making fresh peanut butter, and it's literally from peanuts. So peanuts are one of those things that you can pretty much buy anywhere. You probably could buy it at a gas station, but peanuts, you buy the flavored peanuts and make some peanut butter out of that. How fun is that? So that's a super simple thing. Been doing it for years, and that's when I want like something a little, you know, specialty. But otherwise, I do buy the big tubs of organic peanut butter from Costco or Sam's. So I am guilty of that, but peanut butter I do make too. All right, number 11, just did a video a couple videos ago. I make my own salsa. I do buy some. I don't know, if I happen to be running low and we're going somewhere where I need a bigger volume, I do have a couple of bigger jars in our downstairs pantry here. But for what my husband and I use, we eat our own, and I make our own salsa, and that way you can make it as hot or as sweet or what have you as you want. All right, and then so that was number 11. Number 12, tomato sauce. So tomato sauce, and then I guess I'll do number 13. So this is 12 and 13. 12 and 13 are tomato sauce and pasta sauce. I just did my pasta sauce video, and that's another super simple thing. And if you have a blender at home, I did seeds and all. I put it in the roaster for the day, pulverized it. If you have an immersion blender, you can, you know, blend it all up that way, add the spices of your choice, and then can it. So, or just make a small batch for you to use within a week. Make sure you're throwing it in the fridge. So that's super simple. All right, so that was 12 and 13, so 13, let's see, 14. So 14, taco seasoning. I actually did a video a long time ago, one of my very first ones that are a little bit, my videos in the beginning are a little cringeworthy, but that's okay. That taco seasoning, my sweet and sassy taco seasoning, I think it was. I love it. And actually we're down to the last little bit of it. I have to make some for my husband and myself. And we have our Taco Tuesdays pretty much every Tuesday. Speaking of which, I gotta pack that. We're getting ready to go on a trip. I gotta pack some taco seasoning because I am bringing a pint jar of our ground beef. So we're gonna have our own Taco Tuesday at our little getaway. So taco seasoning, that was number 14. 15, dips. So dips, by mixing spices together and sour cream and mayonnaise, I mean, you can sprinkle all you want. You can find so many different recipes to make your own ranch dip. There's dill dip, there's like salsa dip, and then even go to the other range, you can make sweet dips, you can make caramel dips, etc. So those things I really do like to make myself. And I haven't done a video on these, but I will have to do something like that coming up in the future. And then let's see, number 16. So number 16 is pickles. I do have some pickles that I've purchased way in the past, which are still sitting on my shelf. But pickles in general, I do like to make. We have a farmer's market and I buy the little pickling cucumbers, and you can actually make your own. I did a video a while ago on some just simple refrigerator pickles that you don't have to can. And then I just did another one using my digital pressure canner, my other video, which is like a regular recipe, and then those we'll use ourselves and then we'll give some out as gifts or bring, like, that's such a fun thing to bring to a function. You know that you're going to a picnic. Who doesn't want pickles? So just keep that in mind. All right, so pickles. And then on the same level as pickles, so number 17 is relish. I actually just had a video not too long ago. I made some zucchini relish. So that was super fun. And I love relish, and on a brat or a hot dog or on a burger, anything like that. And if you can make it a little bit healthier, hey, why not? I actually made the zucchini relish with honey instead of sugar. So that was something interesting. You'll have to check that out. All right, so relish. All right, so we're on to, so number 18 is applesauce or pear sauce. I've got a couple different videos, and that's another great thing to give as gifts. You can, put them in the little smaller jars, tie a little ribbon, put a little bit, of decor on it, and wrap it up. And who doesn't want a fun homemade gift? So give that a try. And on that same level, as far as gifts go, jams. So I made strawberry jam, and it turned out great. There are multitudes of different jams that you can make. And I love myself a good piece of bread in the morning for toast. And I'm old-fashioned. I like to butter the toast first and then put the jam on top. I don't know, what do you do? Let me know in the comments below. Am I crazy? I just grew up with it like that. And then, are you a diagonal cutter for your toast or straight across? I'm definitely a diagonal. Let me know in the comments. My husband's gonna laugh at that because he definitely is a diagonal. All right, so that was jams. So that was number 19. And now we're on to some miscellaneous things that I like to make instead of buy. So the next thing are dishcloths. So you may or may not have wanted to watch my crocheting video. It's kind of boring, but it does really show you how to make it. And it's up close and personal with my hands. You can stop and try to make the crochet yourself. But it is just one of those things that I have grown up for years and years. I won't tell you my age, but I have been making these probably for over 40 years. So if that tells you anything. I just love doing that and rolling them up, tying a little ribbon around them and throwing it in the bag, and them knowing that it is personally made by you, that you took the time and that you thought of them when you were making it. That's always a fun thing. Next is, let's see, and this is number 21, lip balms. Got some videos coming up. Those are great gifts too. And making it out of beeswax, I found a little mini crock pot, and I have some beeswax, and I have some little lanolin, and then you add some essential oils, and then I have the tubes that I bought at a hobby store, Hobby Lobby, I believe, and the little pipettes that I made, you know, with my gummy bear video. And it's just as simple as that, and then you would know exactly what's in it. Instead of, you know, getting a lip balm and all of a sudden the print is so small that you can't read the, you know, 25 ingredients that are in this lip balm that's going on your lips all day. So, and I shouldn't talk. I have my other lip balm in my pocket because it's got a little color for the video. So anyways, so lip balm is something that I do like to make, and I will be sharing that video with you soon. Speaking of which, so that was number 21. So 22 is healing balm, and that's on the same level. I have some lanolin and the beeswax and all the little niceties that go in it, and it is wonderful. I like to make it myself instead of buying it. And then number 23, candles and melts. I don't do a lot of candle stuff. I actually just have those like the warmers, the fragrance warmers. But candles and the melts, those are so fun to give as gifts. And same with like the soaps. So I'm gonna put soaps in this as well. So those are, you know, little bar soaps. So that was number 23. And right now I have some lavender from my sister-in-law's house. If you're watching this, sister-in-law, I have some lavender drying, and I'm going to take it and I'm going to make some lavender and what was the other? Lavender and basil, because I have my basil plant. Lavender and basil soap for her for Christmas. She has put in an order so she knows what she's getting. So anyways, so candles, melts, and soaps. Those are super fun to make. And I will be doing a video on those soon. Let's see, so 24. Toilet disposal bombs. I have a video on that. And actually, we had guests coming today. It was really awesome. I just took a couple of those bombs and put them in the toilets, down the disposal, and let them do its thing. So you can kind of walk away and then get caught up on things and then come back and scrub the toilet, because those things work really good. And let's see, so toilet disposal bombs, 24. So, and 25, olive oil cooking spray. So you have to have the olive oil, which everybody basically cooks with, but I have one of those pump sprayers. I think I showed it in one of my videos, but where you pump it up and down, and then you can spray your things with it. So we really do not buy the sprays anymore. And it's been a good 3, 4, 5 years. And I think it's a Mr. Misto or something of the sort. I'll have to leave a link down below. But they work fantastic, and you're not throwing out bottles and bottles of, you know, the sprays, etc. And all right, I think that was it. Yeah, that was it. So those were my 25 things that I like to make instead of buy. And then, so my goals to make more things. My goals are to make more cleaning products for myself, like, you know, the vinegar, you know, mix the vinegars and things like that. So that's one of my goals. And then as far as food, I would love to make all of our own bread. I hate buying it at the store. I hate how good it tastes at the store, but we are Killer Dave fans here. Anybody else? Let me know in the comments. We love our Killer Daves, all the different brands. I do love the little skinny slices. I do love the big thick slices. And then this time of year, there's, you know, pumpkin bread out there that have all the nuts and the seeds and all that. I just bought some from Aldi. So bread is on my list of things that I would love to make and never buy at the store because I love it so much. So if you have an awesome bread recipe, like sandwich bread, let me know. I would so love to make it. Let me know in the comments, please. All right, and then on that, I would love to make tortillas. I have made tortillas in the past, and actually I might do a video on this. It is made with, there's only 2 ingredients. So coconut flour and egg whites. But you know, eggs are so precious these days. Egg prices have gone up like crazy. I don't know about by you, but our egg prices, they range anywhere from, I just bought quite a few dozen because I'm going to make some pickled eggs and a few other things. But we just bought 6 dozen and they were over $2 a dozen. And my mother-in-law actually said, that's a great price. She had bought a dozen eggs for like $3.50. So if you see, you know, eggs out there, they are good for quite a while. I have some stored down in our fridge down here behind our bar. So that's my extra storage because my husband eats eggs literally every single day. The baking season is coming up. So yeah, absolutely. So anyways, I got off on a tangent. I digress. So tortillas are one of my goals to make ourselves. And then on that line too, pasta. I do not have a pasta maker. I know it. I just need to break down and possibly get one. But we love pasta. So you can see my little thing. I have all my dry canned. I have quite a bit of pasta right now. So I probably don't need to make any at this point. And I do have quite a bit in our downstairs pantry right now that's our secondary pantry. We have our normal pantry upstairs by the kitchen, but our other pantry is down here that we pull from as we need, as I shop, you know, in my own pantry. That's really fun. So pasta is on my to-do list, my bucket list for sure. And then the other thing is salad dressings. I need to get with it with salad dressings because I guess salad dressings are kind of in the same as like the dips and the mixes. So I just need to have the patience and make my own salad dressings. I have quite a bit right now, so that is not in the near future. Yeah, I think I made it all the way through my list. If you have any other ideas for me, I would love to hear about them or hear what you're doing. And I just wanted to tell you guys all about that. I just love to make things for people, make things for ourselves. And, you know, these days with everything that's happening in the world, why not? Why not take that time and then you know exactly what is in the product. The list that goes into some of the things. I mean, I just look at some of the cereals that we ate when we were kids. I mean, why are there dyes in our cereals? And I could go on and on. Same with like breads and, you know, shred cheese has cellulose in it, which is, you know, like sawdust or something, you know, on and on. So that is unbelievable that that's where our world is right now. So if I can make just a handful of things and keep my husband and I healthier for longer, that's what I'm going to try to do. So I just thought I'd share those with you, just a little bit different of a video today. and I do appreciate you stopping by. And if you made it to the end, thank you. Thanks for stopping by my little channel. And if you like videos like this, they're kind of random. I'm looking at some, I've got some of my apple chips and things, and I guess I should have put that on my list, that I don't buy the apple chips or things, you know, at the store to munch on. I make all those myself. But anyways, I do appreciate it, and my videos contain dehydrating, canning, preparedness, some nighttime skin routine, daytime skin routine, makeup routine, you know, just a little bit of this and that. So I do appreciate it, and if you like videos like this, hit that like and subscribe, and I will see you next time on Christine's Routines. Take care, and God bless.